Hey, Sock Monkey.
Todd.
So let's kind of set this up.
All right.
He has agreed. Here, do you want me to tell the story now? Just kind of set it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it quick. I bought a turkey, wound up not cooking it for Thanksgiving. Because Lauren and I went to Friendsgiving and we went and did other stuff, and I didn't feel like cooking a big turkey dinner, and she had to go back to work a day before I thought she was. Anyway, I got a turkey.
Yep.
It has to put it in the freezer.
Yeah, well, you already have one.
For Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Going back, I bought a turkey for Thanksgiving 3 weeks ahead of time. Forgot to take it out in time to thaw. Didn't remember till Tuesday. 2 days for a big turkey is not enough.
Nope.
Need about 3. So I went and bought another turkey. Didn't cook it. So I came up with the idea, and he's graciously agreed he's going to smoke it. And if you ever buy a smoked turkey, the price is like double what buying a turkey is. So they charge just as much for smoking and packaging as they do for buying the turkey.
Yep.
You're going to smoke it and package it in a very cool, the best way you could package something. And we're going to split it. How does that sound?
Like a deal.
So I called him up, and you told me what you needed to brine the turkey.
Right.
And I got it here. And we're going to show, this is the beginnings of, then you're going to go and explain the whole cooking process, how to smoke a turkey, right?
Yep, I'll do that. Yep, I'll do that as I go along with that. Yep.
And a Kamado Joe.
Mm-hmm. And a Kamado Joe.
So oranges, you just said you needed 2 or 3, but I bought a bag because it's more economical. And oranges are good, right?
Yeah.
So you get what you want and a couple extra. I'll take a couple home. Or
Okay.
Sarah, she likes fresh fruit.
All right.
Same thing with lemons. I know you don't need this many, but bought a bag. They look like really nice lemons. Yep.
Yep.
And we can do that. We can split the leftover, the over and above what you need.
All right.
And you look at this. You said sage and rosemary. But I bought this was half off.
It's kind of like the song Sage, Rosemary, and
Turkey and brine kit.
Yep.
And I don't know what all's in there.
So the sage, rosemary, and thyme looks like.
Yeah. Oh, it's dripping.
Okay. But yeah.
At H-E-B, because it's after Thanksgiving, it was half off. So cool. It looks like plenty of each of those things, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's something in there, some kind of package. I think that's the salt, probably, right?
That might be salt and brown sugar.
Brine salt, yeah.
Yep.
And you see, you need a food grade bucket from Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
A blue Lowe's bucket.
Yep. They're number 2, so they're food grade.
Got that for you.
Okay.
Is that for is that for measuring?
Not to put the turkey in, dude.
My turkey's bigger than that.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to brine it over several sessions then, I guess.
I got the bucket.
And I haven't
All right,
seen
it's
one
up
of
to
those.
you now.
All right. And then I also have my salt, and I have brown sugar. I'm not sure what's in there. And then I have Worcestershire sauce too, and that pretty much makes the brine.
All right.
So
Here's the bird. And this is yours. You said you've been wanting one of these to maybe ship somebody green chilies or for different purposes. I now have had 3 of these in my garage when I went to come over here.
perfect.
Let's see what we got. Oh, check it out.
Nice.
Check that out.
It's brined.
It's brine. This is a great example of what I do.
Yeah.
We went through all this, and
So
double brine is really, really good, right?
no, actually, I think you can over brine stuff because you know
we get
but-
too salty.
Yeah, but you can feel all that liquid in there and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's fine on the brine.
So I guess what we need to do, you think we can freeze a brining kit?
I think
And
that
maybe brine some 2 or 3 chickens later on?
you know what I could do is I can dehydrate the herbs
Yeah.
and the other stuff.
I'm willing to buy 2 or 3 or 4 chickens and brine them and cook them. But, you know, we're doing a turkey.
Yeah, I think the turkey's gonna be enough because I have.
Well, at least that was half off, so it's not horrible.
So okay.
All right.
So
there we
Minnow
go.
likes oranges, so she'll eat a few of the oranges. And
There's
we're
the
already
beginnings of
brined
it. How
here.
much does that turkey weigh?
So he weighs. Where's the
See if we can
tag?
find the tag on
Right,
there.
here we go. So he's 11.42, about 11 and a half pounds.
Any idea how long it'll take to? Because I know it's like 15 minutes
It's about 25 minutes per pound at
to smoke.
250, yeah.
Because the bait at 350 or whatever is like 15 minutes a pound.
Yeah.
So it'll take a little longer to smoke it.
Yes.
Awesome.
So 8 or 9 hours maybe for that bird.
Get to work, Sock Monkey. I took care of the turkey and the brining.
Yes.
I got her all brined up for you, and you can do your thing. All right.
I will. So I guess what we're putting him on sometime tomorrow.
Be sure and show these folks the process.
I will. So, morning, guys. Good morning. It got down to 35 last night. It's about 37 right now. But the sun's coming up. You can see on that roof there behind me that the sun is starting to come up over these other houses. So the wind is not blowing. It's nice and calm. So hoping for a good day this morning. Well, all day actually. So I'm gonna get started. I gotta get started on the turkey. Todd brought a turkey over yesterday and I'm gonna smoke it on that Kamado Joe right there, that big Joe. So I need to get the platform out that I have made for that to sit on. Get the Kamado out here, get a fire built in it, and get it warmed up and get it started getting up to temperature. I have cleaned the ashes out from the last cook, and I have reloaded the charcoal basket with lump charcoal. And then I have some pecan wood chunks around in here to help provide some of the flavoring smoke for this turkey. Today I'm using the Cowboy brand lump charcoal, oak and hickory. All right, so I got that set up. My charcoal briquettes are pretty much turned to coals. They're about gone, so I need to go ahead and pour those in before they burn the rest of the way up. These are just to get my other stuff going. Walk around here. And I'm just going to spread these around and try to get the fire going in a couple different spots there. So we'll kind of start from the middle. That's good. We'll set that down there for right now. We'll get these moved around, get them. Okay, so I got the heat deflectors in here. I did close the lid for a minute. So these have warmed up where they're not just cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these down in here. And what these do is they prevent me from having direct fire on the turkey. So get them kind of centered in there so the heat is generated and comes up around in this gap around here, up around, and domes over the turkey. And then I will put this on. I have another piece here that I will put on. This will go in here and goes over these two little spikes. I will put a small pan on here with a little bit of, excuse me. I'll put a small pan on here with a little bit of water or broth in it. And then the racks will go on top. So we'll get this stuff. So now I have everything in there but the pan. So I'm gonna close the lid. I'm gonna get this smoker up to temperature. All right, I'm gonna use the flame boss to maintain my temperature where I want it. I will set my temperature on this. So I can take this grill and I can get in fact, I'm gonna back this off a little bit. I can take the Kamado and I can get it to the temperature that I want, and I can get it to sit there and hold really well. But I do have to check on it now and then and make sure we're there. With the flame boss, when I get it where I want it to, the temperature I want, it sits there, it holds it. I love it. So, and I do have up here the bracket that it goes on. So let me hook that up and then we'll take a look at it. And I need to get it on there and get it set so the fire doesn't get too warm. So I had the flame boss hooked up, got the power coming in. This is going down to the fan, and then this is the probe that goes into the pit itself. I have the temperature set at 275. It's currently 211 in there. And yeah, it's bringing it up to temperature. The fan is blowing just a little bit. You won't be able to hear it because I have the microphone on my chest, but it's blowing just a little bit. You can see it forcing the smoke through. So what it's going to do is it brought it up to 214 and the fan was blowing pretty good, 215. So now it backs off, And then the fan will bring that up slowly to the temperature of 275, and then it will rest at that point. So I'm going to get the herbs ready to go. I had these yesterday. You saw these yesterday. I put those in the dehydrator last evening because I didn't know when we were going to use them, or if we were going to. But I'm going to rehydrate those in some olive oil, just enough to spread over the turkey and get the herbs on the turkey, and then we're going to put a little bit of rub on there. So I can do this without heating this up, but it will help the herbs blend together better and rehydrate a little quicker if I warm this up. So got some olive oil in there. And if I don't use all this, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm just gonna. The sage aroma brings back so many memories to me, not so much of the turkey, but from the time that I spent outside in the Southwest and in Colorado. You know, I was either out hunting or hiking or whatever, and spent a lot of time out there. And when you walk through sagebrush, you get that smell, and just that brings it back. Okay, so we got the tom ready out here and ready to go. We got him patted down. What I'm going to do is put the olive oil and the herb mixture over him and get him covered where I can, the best I can with that. Get the oil around on him, and we're going to use the oil basically as a binder too. We're going to put some Chupacabra. We're going to use that rub. This is got this from Switchback Texan. So thank you, Switchback, for that. We're going to have a Chupacabra smoked turkey. So the first thing I want to do is get this holder back on the legs. Then I want to take these wings. I want to tuck them back in underneath here. So you can put them back under here. Just tuck them back underneath, and I could do that, and probably the best thing to do would be to truss those up. Or you can stick them all the way back in underneath here, like that. You still kind of need to truss them. So I'm just going to stick the wing tips back in underneath there, and then I'm actually, probably when I get done, we'll put a truss string across that to keep those down in there where I want them to stay. So, all right. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this part of it first, and then I'll go get the string and I will truss this up just so it stays put. So, let's get some of the herbs and the oil, and we're just going to generously put this over the bird on all sides. We're going to turn him over. My guy. Get some on the back. Let the wings get crazy for right now. I'll get them trussed up in a minute. So I think that's good. Go ahead and use the olive oil that we have on there. So this is going to be a binder too for our rub that we're going to sprinkle around over this stuff. So, all right. So I'm going to call that good right there. Let's get that over there out of the way. Nicely covered everywhere. And then now we'll put our rub on. Let me get this glove off. I don't want to get junk all over my jar. Clean hand, dirty hand concept. It's amazing. Works really good. So I'm gonna put this on liberally, but I'm not going to get crazy with it. So I think that's gonna be good there. And let's go a little more. And now I gotta get my guy turned back over. There we go. Some down all over this guy. So this is the 2 Gringos Chupacabra that we're doing on this turkey. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes out. So I think that's enough on there. So I'm going to go and get my string, and I'm going to get these wings tucked back in there where they go and get that tied up. So I'll be right back and do that. Now we're ready to put Mr. Tom on there. So we'll lift him over and get him on here. I'm going to put him, actually I'm going to put him this direction so my probe goes out the back. He looks very comfortable there. So latch it, and he is officially started. So, guys, all right. So we are three hours in. It is it's 1:30. Got started 10:30, and I have not opened the lid yet. So I want to show you the temperatures, and then we'll get in there and open the lid. So we're showing that our pit temperature is 273, and the turkey right now where I have the probe is 142. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. It's looking good to me. Still got a ways to go, but yeah, it's looking good. And I feel good about where the probe is. Good looking turk. I'm gonna get the lid back closed. There's no point in standing there staring at it. Okay. All right, guys, it is 2:45, so that's 4 hours and 15 minutes that we have had the bird on. Getting ready to take another look at it, just check it out. The temperatures are looking good. We are at 277 on the pit temp and 156 on the internal on the turkey. So I'm going to open this up and take a look at it. I do have some apple juice to spritz that with. Minnow will pick that up for me. And so let's take a look, see what we got. Okay. All right. Peak number 2. Sweet. That is looking pretty nice. And I should actually, I'm not worried too much about probing it just yet. It says we're at 156. And from the looks of the turkey, I'm sure we're pretty close to that. So we'll just let it go for a little bit. I'm going to spritz it here with this apple juice. Let me get this over here so I can get the other side. There we go. Get some of these. Really nice. And I need to get the lid closed back up, but that looks really good, I think. Coming along. Okay, so that's 4 hours and 45 minutes. So I'll just kind of keep an eye on the temperature, and next time I open it up, we will spritz it again, and I will probe it with a hand probe and validate the temperatures that are showing on the other meat probe. It's looking good. All right, guys, so it is 3:30. We are 5 hours in the cook, and I'll show you the temperature. The pit temperature is 270. I just heard the fan come on, and the meat is at 159. So I'm going to use my thermometer pin and validate the temperature probe and make sure we're in the same ballpark and spritz it again real quick. So I need to do this pretty quickly. I don't want to have it open any longer than I have to. So let's go. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Yep, looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So I am going to go in here on this side, and it is telling me I am at 150 down here. This is 150, 156. So we're about 4 or 5 degrees off. So just gonna spritz it and Get that lid closed. All right. Okay, so we validated the pin with the pin, and we're within 5-6 degrees, something like that. So we'll just let that roll. My expectations originally were that this would take 6 to 7 hours anyway, so I think that we're right on track with where we should be. So I'm not going to do anything different. I'm going to leave the temperature where it's at. I'm going to leave everything just like it is. I'll come check on it in an hour or so, and we'll see where we're at that time. I gotta get back to work. Work. So it's 4:45. You know where your turkey is? So it's 4:45. We are in 6 hours and 15 minutes. And I am showing up here that we are at 276 on the pit temp and 169 on the bird temperature. So I want to validate that to make sure that we don't go over. So, all right, so we got some really nice smoke rolling. I'm going to pop this open and temp this thing. Probably do a really quick spritz on it, but I don't want to keep this open any longer than I have to. So here we go. Let's get her done. That's money, son. That is money. That looks nice. All right, so we are we're about 5 or 6 off, so that's showing 170 up there. We were actually a little more than that. We're 162 here, so we need to go just a little more. This one here is, let's get down in here. That's telling me 153 there, and let's get down in here. We're at 152, so we need to go a little longer. Let's spritz this baby up. I'll check it another 30-40 minutes. If I start getting too dark on top here, I'm going to put a tint on it. In fact, I may do that here in about 30 minutes. So let's let that go. Let's keep rolling. All right, so it is 5:45, and so that means we've been in business here for 7 hours and 15 minutes. So we're pretty well on point, I think, with where we need to be. But I want to show you something right quick before I open this up and check it. And if we're not quite done yet, I am going to put a tent over it, but I'm going to show you something. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that or not. So yeah, I think we can see it right there. So the pit temperature is 276. It's saying the meat temp, the meat probe is saying 178, which is way overdone, if it is actually 178. So I have been watching that pit temperature, and I've been testing it with my temp pen to make sure, to see what my temperature actually is. I had enough of a difference that it was starting to freak me out a little bit. So with that one saying it was like 178 and this saying 160, 62 or whatever, I'm like, it was freaking me out a little bit. So if that happens to you, what you need to do, just to set your mind at ease and make sure that what I did with this one to make sure it was right is I put a pan on the stove and brought some water to boil. Water boils at 212 degrees. Temp that water, and this showed me that it was 211.5 degrees. We're at 685 feet. The 212 is at sea level, so we're good. This is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and temp this. I'm not freaking out anymore. I'm gonna temp this bird and see what it is. And like I said, if it's not quite done, I'm gonna drop a foil tint over it just to keep it from picking up too much more smoke. Whew. I'm glad this was right. Okay, so we are 7 hours and 45 minutes in. I'm gonna temp this. Got a nice looking sunset over there. Take a look and see what we got. The bird's looking really nice. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that or not. Maybe you can, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna temp this bird down in here. And I'm 166 right there. Get down in that area there. I'm 168. It's kind of a void right there. So I get down in here, 177. We're done. So I think the bird turned out good. So I'm going to put a tent over this, let it sit there for an hour or so, and then I'll cut it. We'll check it out and see if it's moist or dry or what. So Todd, I'm just going to pull that leg off. Pull that off whole. I'm just going to leave it there for right now because I'm going to, there we go. So for the breast, I'm going to go ahead and slice it. And there you go, there's half a turkey. So I'll probably divide this up into 3-4 portions maybe. All right, so we got the bird smoked. We're getting it cut up. I will vacuum pack that in my chamber vac. And it's been a good day. Appreciate you guys a lot. Hit the like button, comment. You can subscribe right here. Appreciate you a whole lot. And we'll see you on the next one. See ya.